My kid is going to college. It's super expensive. Here are some expenses from some elite colleges. Your first step is to decide what kind of school you want to go to, public or private, in-state versus out-of-state. You should think about your earning power after you graduate and the affordability of the school. If you take out a loan, understand the repayment will delay your savings for retirement or an important purchase. Start early and start planning. Is college worth it? Yes, it is. It provides better job opportunities, lower unemployment rate, and increased future earning potential, up to 66% over high school graduates, and over $1 million in lifetime earning differential. How much does college cost? For academic year 2016 to 2017, average college expense after adjusting for scholarships and grants is about $19,000 and $30,000 for in-state public and private college respectively, or $75,000 and $120,000 for 4 years. This is a huge expense for families, especially when you have more than one kid. Getting into the top school is a very exciting moment, but it must be balanced with affordability. Average debt for the 4-year public college in 2012 is $25,000 and $40,000 for private. Student debt delinquency is about 11.2%. Being late in payment with a damaging effect on your credit score. Don't overstretch. Here are some estimated monthly saving amounts assuming a 6% after-tax return and a 4% inflation. To fund for a public college, a family needs to save about $400 per month for a newborn and $600 for private. At 8 years old, the amount goes up to $600 and $900. To customize saving goals, try a college saving calculator. There are more than a few ways to fund for college. Colleges provide students a comprehensive financial aid package, but most are loans and will require repayment. Subsidized loans are interest rate exempted till graduation. That should be maximized first. Also try to exhaust federal loans before private loans. They almost always have a lower rate. You're required to fill out the FAFSA to determine the eligibility for federal aid, and also the CSS profile from the school to award additional institutional aid. Some schools also consent to data sharing and adopt common principles in awarding aids. Always try to complete forms early in order to maximize aid opportunity. Financial aid is awarded on basis of demonstrated financial need. It is the cost of attendance after adjusting for aid, scholarships, and expected family contribution. The objective is to provide funding so anyone can attend college, regardless of his or her financial situation. The basic requirement for financial aid is that the student must be a U.S. citizen or resident, enrolled in an eligible institution, at least a half-time student in good standing towards a degree. If male between 18 and 25, must register for selective service. Family's contribution is calculated using a process known as needs analysis. Under this, parents have the primary responsibility to pay, but so do the students. Families are evaluated based upon their present financial condition and the ability to pay in an equitable and consistent manner, while recognizing for special circumstances. Using the criteria that we've discussed, being equitable and consistent, expected family contribution is expected to stay the same regardless of the cost of the school. Take a look at the following example. The expected family contribution to the state and the Ivy League school is identical. The difference is made up by additional financial aid. In order to apply for federal aid, each student must complete the FAFSA form. The application will help qualify the student for the following loans: Pell Grant, Stafford Loans, FSEOG, Perkin Loans, and Federal Work Study Program. From the FAFSA, the expected family contribution is calculated. A heavier weight is placed on the student's income and assets. The formula also makes allowance for tax obligations, basic income protection, age of parents, family size, and employment expense. Note, parents' contribution is further adjusted down by the number of students in college in that year. The CSS profile is used by over 600 colleges to allocate institutional money. The overall expected family contribution is approximately $2,000 higher than the federal method. It collects more information, applies family home equity in the calculation, requires a minimum student contribution. Overall, it's more demanding, more subjective. Since parents are expected to contribute a big part of the college funding, there are various tax-favored savings tools available. Here are some popular tools: custodial accounts, UTMR or UTMR, Qualified 529, Coverdell Education Savings Account, Prepaid Tuition, and U.S. Saving Bonds. UTMA UGMA. These are custodial accounts. They are irrevocable gifts to minors to benefit from their lower tax bracket on unearned income. However, we know students' assets are assessed significantly higher compared to parental assets. Additionally, there's a risk that the kid might not want to use it for school when they take control. 529 plans are extremely popular. It works like Roth and considers parents' assets. There's no income qualification. You can stack the gift for 5 years, creating a much higher limit. Beneficiary is transferable among family members, and if the money is not needed, it can be redeemed by paying 10% penalty on earnings. Some states even allow tax deduction in contributions. Coverdell ESA or Education Savings Account. Saving limits are only $2,000 per year, but you can apply this to K-12 expense. It is considered as parents' assets, and beneficiary is transferable. Income qualification applies, and 10% penalty on earnings for non-qualified distribution. Must use assets before student is 30. Prepaid tuition. If you know you're interested in in-state education, you can hedge education inflation by purchasing education units at local colleges. There's no income qualification, and proceeds are transferable among family members. It is considered as owner's assets, and the same 10% penalty on earnings applies. U.S. saving bonds. You can purchase $10,000 per year, and interest is exempted if bonds are reclaimed for education. Income qualification applies. It's not a gift, so owner controls the assets. Some prefer this over 529 for safety. There's no penalty if assets are not used for education, so more flexible. Scholarships and grants are free gifts. Some are need-based, some merit-based. Although they're free money, they offset the calculated financial need of the family. Fellowship and work-study program provides some education or research-related work opportunity for the student. Note, unless your family income is very low, most will come in form of loans. Here are some sample loan fees and loan features. Ask about each of them before you sign the promissory note. What are the interest rates? What about origination fees? What are the repayment terms? Is interest accumulation exempt while at school? Is there hardship deferment or forbearance? What about loan consolidation? Here are some words of wisdom. Only borrow what you need. Know your interest rate, term, fees, monthly payment after you graduate. Max out subsidized loans first. Exhaust federal loans before private loans. You should not borrow more than your annual salary. Keep your repayment under 10% of salary so you can finish repaying in 10 years. Know what you owe. Try the loan calculator. See if you can afford the loan before you sign. If your expected salary is $50,000 and your loan amount is $50,000, at a 5% interest rate, your monthly payment is about $500 or 12% of your salary. This is the amount that would not be available for your graduate study, your 401k, or your house down payment. Loan repayment plan. Standard is 10 years, but you can elect graduated or extended. Pay and revise pay as you earn. Income-based and income contingent repayment. Know that the more you extend, the more interest you'll be accumulating. If you are interested in teaching or servicing the U.S. government, check out the Loan Service Forgiveness Program. Important. It is important to keep in touch with your lender. 10.2% of student loans are over 90 days late. Default is defined as over 270 days. This has serious impact on your credit. Gifting of appreciated assets. By gifting appreciated assets to a student who has a lower income tax bracket, tax will be saved. Grandma, who is at the highest tax bracket, by gifting $14,000 to grandson, who is at the lowest tax bracket, she would have saved $2,780 on capital gains taxes. Direct gifting. If the amount is paid directly to the educational institution to help pay for tuition, there are no limits and no gift tax implications. Some company might offer education assistance up to $5,250 per employee. However, the gift will be considered as income and will be added to your W-2. There are two education-related tax credits, but income limits do apply. American Opportunity Tax Credit, up to $2,005 for the first 4 years of a degree program. Lifetime Learning Credit, up to $2,000, but no limit on number of years. You must use different expense for the two credits if you're claiming them in the same year. Tax deductions. You can claim up to $4,000 for tuition and $2,005 for loan interest. These are above-the-line deductions. No need to itemize. You cannot claim the same expense for education credits, and you must be at least a half-time student. Financing for college is no easy task. Start early. Know what you can afford. Thank you for listening to Financial Wellness Tower. Keep up with the learning and the money will follow.